In this lesson you will learn how to make a reveal tool, and we'll use the shape tool inside of the notebook software to accomplish this. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have your notebook software open and then select the selection tool. Next you want to go down to the shape tool, and we're going to start out with circles. And it's important that you start out with the circles because then you won't have to worry about the order of the shapes. So I'm going to draw my circle, and you can make this as big as you need to make it. Once you make it, we're not going to make two circles at the same time, but we're going to do something different here because I'm going to get the selection tool now, highlight it, and then I'm going to copy it. Then I go back to that menu and paste it. And if you look over to your right here, you see some keyboard shortcuts. You might want to practice those. It'll make, when you want to build things, it makes it a little easier if you can just use those shortcuts. Otherwise, you can use the menus. And now when I paste, I have my second circle. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted to make sure I got the exact same circle that I did the first time I made it. And if I try to draw two separate ones, it may or may not come out to be exactly the same. And you may spend a lot of time trying to make that happen. So I'm going to go up here to my format tool now to turn on my alignment. This will make it easy to build our reveal tool. And I'm going to highlight the first radio box and the last radio box. And I'm going to select OK. And then I'll go back to my circle. And now you'll notice that those lines appear when I'm moving this circle, and that keeps it so that everything is on the same line. Alright, now the next thing I want to do is go back to the shapes and then select the rectangle tool. And you can start on either circle here, it doesn't really matter, but you just want to make sure that you kind of estimate about halfway in. And notice my guidelines are back up again, and I just go over to the far right here and stop about right there. And that's our reveal tool. And we just got a few more things to do to it. Right now it's three different parts, and they would move as three different parts. So if I were to select this and move it, then you notice that nothing else moves. Now I'm going to press Control Z to put that back in its place. And then I'm just going to select the whole thing. And you just need to drag across it. Then you want to get any of the drop down arrows here. There's one there, here's the second one, and there's one over here. But I'll just get this one to the far right. You want to go down to grouping, and you want to choose group. Now we talked about this in the first session, and when you group things, you make them into one item. And now when I try to move this, it's one item now, which is what I want. So we're almost finished. The next thing I want to do is add some color. So I'm going to highlight the whole thing, select the drop down menu, and go down to Properties. In the Properties menu, I want to make sure that I have solid fill. Now if you wanted to try something different, you can play around with these other items, but we'll just use the solid fill for now. And then you just select the color. Once that color is selected, you're almost done. Now save the text portion of this for last because you're going to change the letters to white, and you should do all of that at once so you know where everything is. So I'm just going to type "this is easy," and once you start typing, the text box will just appear, but you notice that my reveal tool is not really going to work because I can see what it is that's on the screen. So I need to make sure that that's hidden. I'm going to go back and then select it. Now I suggest that you do all your text at once, and that'll make it a little easier because you'll know where everything is. Go to your color palette, change the letters to white, and now the words blend into the background of your screen. And now I take my reveal tool, and if I drag it down, I can see the text. And that's how you create a reveal tool. And remember that you can create it with different shapes, and you may even find a different way to do it. And I suggest that you explore different things that may fit better for you. And the other thing you might want to do at the end of this is just go back to Format, go to Alignment, and just turn off your guides because we no longer need them now. And when you're ready to do your lesson, you won't see those lines, but you will have the effect that you tried to get. And that's how you make a reveal tool. Hope this was easy, and good luck on making your first reveal tool.